Day 3, we spent pretty much all day yesterday and this morning just hunkered in the camper. It's like 0 degrees out and the wind's been just nuking. So yeah, just been hunkering down, surviving. So we're running back to town because I've burned through almost all the propane in the camper. We got a couple days hunting left after today, so we're gonna kind of restock and then go hit the hills and look for elk tracks. Driving up this road and there's probably like a foot of snow on the ground. We're cutting elk tracks all over the road. We're a mile from public, but it's good to see elk tracks. So we know we're kind of in the right area.
Man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped about the snow. I'm pumped about cutting some tracks and yeah, just seeing some new country. A lot less hunting brush over here. Don't really know if that's a good thing, if there's no elk here or no one just wants to hike down here, but we'll find out.
Jordan and Connor went south. Nick and I are gonna go north, just divide and conquer and try to cut some tracks. So here we go. So just came in this little basin and there's a pile of tracks in here, but I think it's all yesterday. I'm just gonna meander through here and see what we see. But there's a lot of tracks. Well, we thought these were a bunch of elk tracks. I'm glassing into the trees. I see something pretty black. A whole herd of boo cows. Onward. Coming into this hunt, there's going to be a lot of pressure, and Nick and I are trailing this bull track. We just intercepted human tracks on top of the bull track, so we're a day late and a dollar short. If all else fails, eat a honey stinger. But elk, 3 bull moose down here. We got a bighorn ram right behind us. That was a chilly one.
It's negative 20 degrees out. It's cold. It's beautiful out though.
Second to last day here in Colorado. We have not seen an elk yet. Have not seen a live animal. Kind of crazy, but that's hunting new places. So our tactic now is we're basically just driving around, checking different trailheads, seeing if other hunters are having any success. We've probably driven by like 50 hunters and not a single person has got an elk in the back of their truck. So that's pretty telling. Sometimes you just got to see what other people are doing and adapt from that. So we got 1.5 days left to hunt and we'll see if we can make it happen. What do you see?
Tracks, boys, tracks.
Holy smokes. That's a bull.
Bigger bull?
I don't know. 2 bull elk for sure. Legal in Colorado is 5-inch brow tine or 4 points on one side. I'll bet these are both legal. They're not big bulls, but they're bulls. These elk are on public right now. We're gonna figure out how the heck to get over there and make a play.
we worked up onto this ridge where we saw those 2 bull elk. We might have bumped them or something, because just as we were getting up top, we heard 9 shots from down in the valley. We look across and looks like someone shot an elk basically right off the road. But that's hunting.
So dinner's gonna take a little while tonight. Tortillas are just absolutely froze solid. It's negative 22 degrees last night, so. Here's to a pretty rough week in Colorado. 2020 is still holding true to its name.
Well, good times with the boys.
Good times.
Always good times.
Tonight we're cooking up Al Pastor tacos. Our mayonnaise froze, might be a little oily. Fresh white onion, bit of partially frozen cilantro, a little bit of pineapple, a couple jalapenos, a little bit of feta.
One bite, everybody knows the rules. That's really good. 9.2.
Yesterday afternoon, evening, we saw a bunch of animals. This morning's last day of the hunt, and we're headed back into the same spot. Hopefully the animals are up moving around early here and we can get into some. Out here, 3 gunshots. Well, we just heard the hunter let out a big holler down in the bottom there in the thicket, so I'm still in disbelief. I thought we had it. I thought we were gonna bump him and hopefully get a shot. You know what they say? Sometimes she goes. Sometimes she just doesn't go. This time she didn't go.
So last day here in Colorado, we're splitting off from Connor and Drake. They're to the north of us a couple miles, making a big loop in there. We're gonna swing further to the south here. Last day, fingers crossed that it all comes together. Found an elk. It's already been dismembered. From yesterday, it looks like. I think Colorado and a lot of over-the-counter hunts, your first year is a big learning year, and it's taken us a couple days to figure out where we should probably be. There's people, but I think you have to just join them, and you know, if we're to come back next year or the next few years, we know right where we should probably be. When there's a big snowstorm and snow and all the hunting pressure pushes them out on the fringe of public and private, like it does in most places, and it's just taken us a while to figure all this out. So yeah, I almost need a couple more days. So I'm gonna go into my map tools, mark my location, share that pin with Connor and Drake. They're gonna be able to come and link up with us, and then from there on out, we're gonna just glass this big giant burn country here and hopefully find us an elk on the last day.
Been a bit of a rough go here in Colorado. Connor and I had 2 bulls at probably 200 yards this morning, but no shot, and we bumped them right into some other hunters. That's the value of pressure and utilizing pressure to your advantage. So we were just on the wrong side of that.
Five days Colorado, coming into an end tonight. Rough go. Elk lived.
So the cool thing about this unit is that we can come back and hunt this every single year. We kind of got shut out by weather this year, but we were able to hunt a couple days, and we learned a lot in those couple days. So I think if we took what we learned this year and applied it to next year, I bet we would have a couple elk on the ground. So that's a wrap from Colorado and Anyone's Hunt. We will see you in the next one.